Hello folks, and welcome back to our playthrough of Stellaris. In the last episode, we started off with Infinity Enterprises, expanded out into the nearby sectors, and unfortunately the Techris here are robots, so we can't take any advantage of them. We do have the star realm of the Roxicodium Premium. They are an elective monarchy, so we can actually... Did we actually set something up with them yet? Let's take a look. Go to their main capital, go to corporates, and we do have a branch office there. Okay. Hi there, Pickle Mike. Let's see. The Trellin Annihilators are fanatical purifiers. We can't do anything with them. Then there's also the Genogian Alliance. Theocratic Republic. I think we set something up with them. We did. Okay. So we have a couple branch offices. Oh, duh, that are located right here. So I have a couple branch offices. Now it's just a matter of taking advantage of those. So let's get started. Also, let me take a look real quick here. So I do have a few destroyer class vessels and a few cruiser class vessels. If anyone is looking for any named ships, just let me know in chat and I can do that. Pickle Mike asked, did you update your Fallout 76? Nah, I was in bed for most of the day. So it'll be something that I'll be looking into doing on my days off. Possibly tomorrow after I get off of work, 'cause tomorrow I work noon to 8. I'm pretty much good enough now to go back to work tomorrow. It's just, yeah, today I mean, maybe I could have gone in today, but I don't know. Pickle Mike wants the Grand Pickler. Okay, then we will name one of our cruisers the Grand Pickler.
Construction complete.
The Grand Pickler. Because the cruiser class vessel is the largest that we can afford right now. Oh, you want a destroyer, not a cruiser? But destroyers are lesser vessels than cruisers. If you're thinking Star Wars terminology, yeah, I know. Star Wars-wise, destroyers are better than cruisers for the most part. It gets confusing with Star Wars.
Anomaly found.
Alright, so let's take a look here. We have Alpha Centauri, a little colony here. They're still building up pops.
System charted.
So really can't do too much with them. How's Earth looking? I think we could probably upgrade some of our alloy foundries here. Pickle Mike says I should name a ship as well. Maybe I'll name the first battleship that we make. Are we getting close to that technology for him? We might be. Oh, let's speed up the game too. Going at normal speed, this will take a while. So yeah, in the last episode we found these pre-Kiki people. But they're a primitive species, so even though they're fanatical purifiers, we can pretty much take them out or turn them into subsidiaries. I think I might want to actually, if I declare, oh, I can do an end threat containment. But I guess because they're fanatical purifiers, I can't do a liberation war. The Roxicodian, oh, those guys. Oh, lovely.
Technology secured.
Alright, administrative cap, we should probably do that. That'll
Anomaly found.
help reduce some of our costs.
Star system charted. Construction complete.
Well, you know what? We have more room for star bases. We should probably upgrade one of these. Turn the one at Trond into a... Oh, what's this? Deep within a crevice of the giant asteroid, we have found something astonishing. There is mining gear attached to the rock, digging itself into a vast depth of the asteroid. It stands abandoned with no sign of who placed it there. If we can stop the machine, we might learn something about the technology used to build it. I guess we could do that. Oh god, it's like all the way up there. Well, unfortunately we have a construction ship not too far away. Pickle Mike says, in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, I managed to defeat an... Or you mean Empire at War? I managed to defeat an AI in skirmish mode using only TIE vehicles? Interesting.
A foreign power is hailing us.
Oh, they already found us. And yes, you did mean Empire at War. Okay. What's this? Human weaklings. Our warriors are on their way to plunder your systems. Face them in battle if you can muster the courage, or cower in fear until they have had their fill of your riches. You can, of course, offer tribute now to spare yourselves from the coming onslaughts. I think we'll do tribute in food. We have plenty of food to give away. Oh, Pickle Mike says I was watching the movie and it stuck in my head. Okay, that happens. Empire Strikes Back is a good movie. I definitely appreciate it more now than when I was younger. Also, I finally started to understand how these trade value things work. So trade value... Well, I'll pause it for a moment. So trade value kind of all goes down to your main location. You have the value that's generated from the system itself. And from each of the... Well, not the system, the planet itself. And then you have other trade values from other locations. Trade values that are in the system... You have to actually build a starport, and from there you go to your upgrade and you put in this trade hub building. And that'll collect all of the trade. Well, you don't necessarily have to do a trade hub if you have an upgraded starport, because that'll automatically collect trade from that location. But if you have trade, like, say this system was surrounded by trade locations, you'd build a trade hub there. And it would collect it in the nearby systems. Then that trade is sent along a trade route to your main location. Let's see, these guys are... Yep, those guys are patrolling to prevent any pirates showing up there. And then you can use trade value to either generate energy credits, and I think consumer goods, or energy credits and Unity. So, all different possibilities. Oh, new research. Alright, what do we got here? I think I'll go with better minerals from miners. Because I'm going to need more minerals as I work to do more with work to bring in more like produce more from these specialty buildings. That's what I'm trying to say. Pickle Mike says I'm planning to get Star Wars The Old Republic tomorrow, so yay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it is free to play right now, so it's definitely something worth checking out. Ah, geez, they're in a defensive pact now. That's going to make things more difficult.
Construction complete.
Yeah, Pickle Mike, it's been free to play for like at least a year now.
Anomaly found.
There are some negatives to doing free to play in Star Wars: The Old Republic, but you can still at least experience the story of it relatively decently.
Special project complete.
Deep core mining tech progress. Okay. I don't know how useful that'll be, but okay.
Star system charted.
Pick 'em like the negatives are you don't earn XP quite as fast as you do as a subscriber. You do have limits to the total number of credits that you can earn. And then you're limited on like the number of war zones, which are the PvP instances that you can join and that sort of thing. But you can still benefit quite well from it, so. We're actually making a lot of money from Genosha here. I'm guessing because of all the crime? And also probably the trade value, it looks like.
Technology secured.
Our marketing campaign on Earth has borne fruit, and the market powers that be have seen fit to centralize much of their activity within the Sol system. So we've gained the galactic market, or the market nexus or whatever. And now we can, if we go to build or go to buy anything from the market, it's 20% fee instead of 30%. And I think eventually it'll go down even further if we take things in the diplomacy tree. Yeah, the diplomacy tree gets us down to a market fee reduced by 10%, so it'll be a 10% market fee. No, Pickle Mike. The Old Republic is free to play. I don't know if $9.99 is what the subscription fee is down to now, because it used to be like $15 a month, I thought. Who disappeared here? Oh, a science vessel, okay.
Anomaly found.
Alright, we're going to build a shipyard and crew quarters here. And we're going to reposition our attack fleet. Their home base is going to be at the Tron station.
Technology secured.
Well, we found a terraforming candidate. Interesting, though kind of outside of our space.
Technology secured.
I can form a non-aggression pact with these guys. I think I will. Only because it's not really going to benefit us much elsewhere. Oh, Pickle Mike says I meant Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, I thought you were talking about the MMORPG. Yeah, then that's, yeah, that costs money then. Though still, it doesn't cost too much, yeah. I think it is like $9.99, like you said. And we're maxed out on influence. Let's go ahead and do... I don't have production targets yet. What do you know? Let's go ahead and do Declare Saint. Increase our Unity production for the moment. Ooh, I'm gonna have to be careful because these guys are coming around from the other side. Ugh.
Star system charted.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I gotta bring in more. I have 2 more cruisers in this fleet that I gotta build. I also have to upgrade the fleet too. Well, let's go ahead and build.
Technology secured.
Pickle Mike says, 9 more days till Christmas break. Be prepared to see me online until my PC overheats and shuts down. Whatever you say, Pickle Mike, whatever you say.
Technology secured. Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Let's go with leader enhancement here. I think that'll help. Blah. That would be great if I didn't have a cough. Alright, let's see. We have this temple here. We can increase the temple. Or we could do more of the alloy foundries. You know what? We'll do more of the alloy foundries. Oh, production targets. I do want that, yes. A new metal. Oh, we found more living metal? Well, that's interesting. We have a source of living metal already. At least not exploited yet, but almost.
Anomaly found.
Should probably go expand out towards that and at least take that. What did you say, Pickle Mike, when your parents said you were up early?
Construction complete.
Ka-chow? I'm sorry, Pickle Mike, I don't get it.
Construction complete.
Also, right now I'm taking a moment just to look at these different systems here to see if any of them would be good to expand my criminal enterprise to.
Construction complete.
Doesn't look like it, though.
Technology secured.
Yeah, you don't want to expand your little areas to anywhere that's less than 25, because then you can't really build any specific buildings at those locations. Personally, I like the smugglers part to increase crime. No, Pickle Mike, I am not a little kid. I have not watched Cars. Let's see, gain a new scientist or anomaly research speed, we could do that. Speaking of which, I have a decent scientist here. Should probably start researching some of these anomalies that are around here. Especially before this scientist potentially dies. They're 90 right now.
Technology secured.
Pickle Mike asks, what's your motivation to expand? Like right now, my biggest sort of motivation is just setting up areas that I can defend myself with. That's my biggest, I guess, concern right now. Because as you can see, the Star Realm, oh, they're actually really expanding out. Last time I saw it, they were like right here. They're out over here now. Well, we have this Kuma system to be a little place to hold off. Although, we might actually... You know what, you go over this way. Forget building that stuff that you were going to build. What's this? Critical resource shortage. We are experiencing critical resource shortages. What do you mean a critical resource shortage? Is it a... Oh, okay, I see what it is. So volatile motes. I need to buy some of those. I was confused for a moment, then I had to look at my special resources, because special resources now have a positive or negative as well. So let's buy some of those, and we'll be good. Take care of that. Big Mike says, don't be like the Empire, too much territory and too little ships to defend those territories. That's a good point. We do have to be cautious. Ooh, we can observe a moon impact.
Star system charted.
Branch off is shut down. No, you bastards. They're getting crime under control.
Complete.
Aww. Hi there, Paul. Yes, I am on. Drive FC says it can get real difficult to expand once all its space is taken. Only space you can take is your neighbors. Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I really want to probably take this CATS system before these guys expand out to it. Because if I don't, I'll lose whatever access I have to expand out further, so. Oh, lovely. A Velutarian raiding fleet has been detected approaching our borders. So which way are they going to come from? Are they going to come from here or from here? I'm gonna guess probably from the left, because that's where I'm trying to expand out. Because of course that's where they come from, bastards.
Special
At least it'll take them a little bit to get to us.
Technology secured. Anomaly found.
Yes, Drive FC, space travel is restricted to one type now, versus what it used to be, because it used to be you had 3 different types of space travel. You could do wormhole, jump drive, or hyperdrive. Now it's pretty much all hyperdrive. The others still exist, like there are still like gateways and wormholes, but those operate much differently now versus what it used to be. So those are little, just different ways that you can travel eventually, but you have to do research on all of those ways. And that is very true. It does make, hyperdrive does make it much easier to defend. Alright, let's go ahead, we'll do that there. What do we want to do here? I don't think I have any volatile motes coming in. So probably something that generates that, I would imagine. Not exotic gases. Chemical plants? Chemical plants. There we go. Alright, at least we're going to get this starbase under our control.
Construction complete.
Let's go ahead and start to upgrade this starbase too.
Construction complete. Enemy presence exposed.
And as I thought, they are coming from there. Well, that'll just have to work. Yeah, 7,000 fleet, there's nothing I can do with that.
Star system charted. Enemy presence exposed.
Will I still keep the progress of these?
Tactical retreat.
Wait, what's going on?
CG construction vessel under attack.
What, you bastards? Oh, are they taking a wormhole to the solar system? I think they are. I think anyways. I don't know which other way they would take to the solar system. Oh, what's going on Alpha Centauri now? Unemployed people. Well, let's do that. Probably should do a generator district.
Complete.
Alright, how's the Trond station looking? 2.5k. Can definitely improve upon it. I wonder what happened to that raiding fleet. Because I would have thought the fastest way would have been to go through here to get to Seoul. I don't know. They took a scenic route.
Star system charted. A foreign power is hailing us.
And we found a mega corporation. Of course, the bad thing, we can't really do anything with mega corporations. Let's see, what here should I do that would be useful? Oh, we do have production targets now. We'll do that.
Technology secured.
Alright, so Alpha Centauri right now is considered an agri-world. Has improved farmer output. Oh, we found that raiding fleet. Somehow they ended up here, maybe? I have no idea.
Star system charted.
You guys, I'm just going to bring you there. You are just going to flee there, and you are just going to flee there. Poor Earth is just going to have to be raided here.
Construction complete. Station under attack. Technology secured. Spaceport under attack.
Yeah, sometimes with the raiding fleets, best bet, just get out of their way, let them attack. At least they're avoiding Alpha Centauri there. Anyone we want to support? Pop growth, speed, and happiness. I think we want to do that, actually. Yeah, because claim influence cost doesn't help us any because we're a pacifist empire. So we'll do that. We'll need a new governor, though.
Zero-G mining platform disrupted.
No.
Zero-G mineral production violently diminished.
You bastards.
Station under attack. Zero-G research platform disrupted.
Oh, more fanatical purifiers. We are not doing well with finding people here. Alright, poor Earth. Going to be devastated.
Construction complete.
Alright, I guess since this is a rural world. Oh, it's a rural world. So it's balanced, kinda. Or maybe I could... If I build another generator district, does that turn it into a generator sort of world? Maybe? Let me try that and see. Raiders hit Earth. Velutarian raiding parties have made planetfall on Earth, deploying in small attack shuttles from their orbiting fleets. The Volutarian hit several outlying settlements on the planet before retreating back in space with their plunder. Our defensive forces on the surface had no time to respond. You can emerge from your shelters now, human. We have liberated a sufficient amount of your wealth, and our ships are loaded to capacity. Helmsman, set course for Ranction. Let us depart this blasted region of space. It depresses me.
Anomaly found.
Well, that kind of sucked. But it didn't seem like it was too devastating. Oh, well, I guess the infects are kind of hurtful.
Star system charted. Construction complete.
Oh, and I need more housing too. Well, we'll build that. Alright, meanwhile, let's get our little patrol route going again. Patrol to Sol. That way we can prevent these pirates showing up. Found more aliens. We'll send this one science ship back to Earth to assist in research, and the construction ship will start repairing everything.
Technology secured.
And what happened to... Let's see, we have you there. I kind of want you there. You're over there. Not really doing anything else that I need. Ah, more machines. We are not doing good. We have either fanatical purifiers or we have machine empires that we're finding, which is not helping us build up at all.
Anomaly found.
21 pops, 18 and 20 pops. My day was alright. I called off from work again just because I wasn't really feeling 100% by the time I had, it was getting closer to the time to go to work, and I was,
Anomaly found.
still felt kind of off, you know, so. Felt it best, because being a dealer, my general rule of thumb is if you are not quite feeling it, best bet, just don't go to work. Because especially given that my job requires me to interact with a whole bunch of people,
Technology secured.
it becomes quite a bit more difficult when you're, you know, sick to work. So
System charted. Technology secured.
do we do?
Construction
We
complete.
could do that, I guess. Ooh, I just realized my mineral output is really low.
Special project complete.
This still shows as a rural world. What if I do one more generator district? Trying to encourage to see if this will turn over from a rural world to something else. Oh god, now our minerals are going down.
Technology secured. Technology secured. Special project complete. Construction complete.
Well, even with the other generator districts, it seems like this place is still remaining kind of a rural world. I'm gonna do a mineral purification plant though.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Also, probably getting to the point where I need to look into expanding my resource
Special project complete.
silos, that sort of thing. My resource storage. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I gotta be careful because I don't want to go over on my energy credits here. So we'll buy that many minerals. We'll go over to consumer goods here.
Technology secured. Star system
Sell
charged.
just that much.
Construction complete.
Alright, Earth, let's see.
Construction complete.
I don't have a mineral thing here, right? No. So let's go ahead and build one of those mineral things. Mineral purification plants.
Technology secured. Technology secured. Anomaly found.
Good for you finding anomalies. Oh, Paul says I am absolutely not following all of this gameplay. Oh no, Paul. I know, there is a lot of clicking going on. Okay. So pretty much
Star system charted.
I mean, sometimes what I'm clicking on is just clicking through some of the events that show up. Right now, my big concern is trying to build up and trying to get my mineral production that's up here going better. Oh, you're on a teeny tiny phone screen? Yeah, that probably doesn't help with the new user interface that Stellaris has implemented because it's much smaller. I mean, it works great on a 1080 screen. Probably when you're on a phone, it makes things a little bit more difficult. You know what, that's probably something that I have to consider for future games is I might need to consider games that work better to be viewed on a phone because a lot of my viewers do view my streams on phones. Pickle Mike, do you generally view my stuff on a phone? I think you do. So yeah, especially if I'm Pickle Mike says yes. Yeah, especially when it comes to, hold on, we gotta take off this hoodie. I was cold, now I'm warm. Okay. So, especially when it comes to me just clicking on stuff and not really explaining. Yeah, I can imagine it gets confusing. So right now, okay, we have a non-aggression pact from the Savelli Commerce Guild. These guys are far side. I guess we can agree to that. Paul says, even in landscape mode, all the text is legible. Ooh. Well, I know you said you've had connection issues, so sometimes even connection issues with except the main titles. Yeah, so if you're not like viewing this in like 720p, which is what I'm broadcasting at, I think that's what I'm broadcasting at. I imagine it probably gets, you know, much more difficult to view it. So let's see. We have this one event that came up, Invisible Death. Our scientists have returned from the Zavan labs unscathed with footage collected from the facilities. Oh, Paul says I am watching at 720p 60. Really? Huh. Hold on, let me put it on my current. Okay, I can view it fine if I put it on a PC screen, but yeah, on a phone it probably is blurry. Or at least like very tiny. Anyways, so our scientists have returned from the Zavan labs unscathed with footage collected from the facility's security cameras. It shows lab scientists bound and gagged as guerrilla soldiers pry open the weapon's strongbox. But to their dismay, the box is empty. Only minutes later, the rebels can be seen writhing on the floor in intense agony, dark patches swelling across their bodies. Then their skin rips and a gray, unidentifiable matter spills out. The matter continues to expand, swirling hypnotically around them, until one of the scientists activates the emergency system. Sprinklers douse the room in liquid, and an electrical surge passes through it, executing all living things. Here the footage ends. Our crew can confirm that the strongbox was indeed empty. So we got a tech research option gained, and some progress towards it. So yeah, pretty much what that whole event talked about was pretty much there is a gray matter sort of force that comes out at some point, depending on how you do your research on the L gates that are around here. But yeah, pretty much what I'm working on right now is to try and build up my mineral production. The reason for that is, given the new updates, a lot of the more specialized buildings take minerals in to produce like alloys, or take minerals in to produce consumer goods, that sort of thing.
Anomaly found.
I'll say I'm not entirely sure what makes a world have a certain designation as like a rural world or an agri world or that sort of thing. I think it has something to do with how it leans. I don't know if it's the total number of available like districts that it has or what exactly. I'm also working to upgrade my fleet right now. They only have 2.3k worth of damage potential, which isn't really as good as it could be.
Vessels
After the upgrade, they go to 2.8.
Technology secured.
Now, to take out these little guys of fanatical purifiers, we want something that can beat this 4.6K station.
Secured.
Paul says, climate zones would depend on the axis tilt of a planet, wouldn't they? Maybe that's a factor.
Construction complete.
Well, fortunately, Stellaris doesn't get that complicated. Now, different worlds do have... Hey, we have battleship research now. We'll start that. Different worlds do have different numbers of districts that they can have. For example, there's this Rigel 3 world. It's an alpine world. So it's not really suited to humans who like continental worlds. It has, let's see... So it can have like a total of 7 agricultural districts, 8 mining districts, and 8 generator districts. So quite a few possibilities there. What else do we have? Looking for more planet types. Hold a moment. We have an ocean world. This one has a potential of 9 agriculture districts, only 2 mining districts, and 4 generator districts. If I had to guess, I would guess this ocean world would definitely become an agri world. Probably just have to go exploring more of these different worlds and actually colonizing them. Because right now I haven't actually been colonizing most of the worlds that I've found. Just because when you colonize, it makes things more difficult to get either technology or to get some of the different ones, the different traditions that are come from Unity research and that sort of thing. So we'll take Declare Saint. That's going to give us more Unity for the moment. Hello there, Super Vault Boy. I'm doing all right. Oh, our energy credits are maxed out. Let's buy some more minerals.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, I forgot that we have this, oh, the planet has an anomaly. So we gotta take care of that then. Yeah, there's a primitive species that's over here in the Kahine system. Unfortunately, they have an anomaly there, so we have to take care of that before we can build an observation post there. No problem, Super Vault Boy. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, why did those guys break the non-aggression pact? We haven't done anything to them. We're even at +4 now. Bastards. Yeah, Super Vault Boy, if you haven't, be sure to click that little bell icon. It'll tell you when I do my streams and all that, so definitely an easier way to keep track of everything. There is a continental world here. Well, we found another group, the Rakuten Syndicate. Though again, we're not doing very well because you can't set up things on other corporate civilizations. So like these guys are a trade league. If we go to them, unfortunately we can't do anything on the corporate screen. Super Vault Boy says, I watched a long time ago. Oh, okay. Or I either watched or you clicked the bell or whatever. But welcome back either way. Yeah, I'm currently playing Stellaris. I don't know if you ever watched when I've done Stellaris. By your name, I would assume that you joined sometime around when I did Fallout. That would be my guess anyways. So yeah, I'm not doing very well as far as finding potential people to set up crime syndicates with 21, 23. Oh, what is this? Particular fears. The station in orbit of Haynes 4A was once a massive particle accelerator, orders of magnitude beyond the capabilities of our own, where an alien nation studied the very nature of the universe. Its records reveal the aliens came to believe our universe existed in a false vacuum bubble, an inherently unstable energy state that could collapse into true vacuum at any time. If ever an instance of the true vacuum came into existence, it would catalyze the conversion of the entire universe into its lowest energy state, at the speed of light, destroying everything in existence at an observable rate. The station logs indicate the aliens deduced this process could be triggered by extremely high energy concentrations, just like the ones in their massive particle accelerator. They decided to forsake this technology, retreating into simple lives made possible by the bounties of Haynes 4. Over time, they became the primitive species now found on the planet's surface. Disconcerting.
Star system
Oh,
charted.
Vaultboy says I subscribed and hit the little bell icon long time ago. It's alright, Vaultboy, it's alright. You say you've been with me for 1 year and 7 months? Well, that goes longer than Fallout, I believe. Well, either way, welcome. And thank you, Alpha Strain, for hosting my stream. Hooray! Alright, probably should buy some food here.
Construction.
Alright, what do we do? Well, I can afford 60 ships in the fleet. We'll let the coffin continue its voyage. So let's go to our fleet manager. Go to attack fleet. Increase the number of corvettes that we have. What else could we do? We don't have our battleships just yet. Increase our destroyers to 10. That takes our overall to 48 of 60. We'll do that for the moment. 2440. Yeah, all of that we got. So we'll do that. And Valboy, thank you for sharing on Facebook and Twitter. Oh yeah, I was supposed to take this Ascension perk. So we have another Ascension perk here. I mean, I do really like Voidborn and being able to make habitats and all that. And theoretically, we could do that and probably increase our trade value by quite a bit with habitats. Now that I think about it. Or do we do for Mind Over Matter? Well, I went Mind Over Matter in the last stream that I did Stellaris for. So you know what? We'll go with Voidborn to start us out. And especially because we have the market now, I can kind of like really focus in on it. So we're going to go to Alpha Centauri here. Bring in our construction ship. Super Vault Boy, I am from Illinois. So, in the US. I'm assuming, based on all of your mates, that you're from Australia. Just assuming, just assuming.
Technology secured.
Do a few more anomalies around here. Again, before our scientist dies. How old is she right now? She's at 106 now. Alright, so let's go ahead and start building some habitats around here. We do need a lot of alloy. But I have a lot of energy credits, and I just maxed out on it. Well, I guess by the 2500 alloy.
Construction complete.
Ugh. I need to build up resource silos, I think. Super Vault Boy says, I'm from Sydney, Australia.
Star system charted.
But talk more English? Like you have more of an English accent? Alpha Strain says on Twitch, just read this picture that says, friends are like boobs. Some are big, some are small, some are fake, some are real. So bad. Alright, resource silos. Oh, my production targets. Well, let's redo production targets then. And let's take a look at these other guys as well.
Technology secured.
I probably can build something on their capital again, I would imagine. I think it's been long enough. Oh no, someone else did, you bastards. You bastards. The problem of having two crime syndicates in the galaxy now. There's not enough room for both of us. Alright, what do I want to do for this one? We'll do impulse thrusters, I think. Commerce megaplexes could be useful.
Complete.
Alpha Strain says, if a woman cuts you off in traffic and her license plate reads 666 PMS, would you honk at her? Oh god. I think that would just be asking for trouble. Alright, so we need amenities on this planet because these people are just not very... They're getting rather upset. But I think before I do amenities, I should probably... Well... Yeah, we'll do a commercial zone. Go ahead, do that. And our attack fleet is now 4.7k. They're doing better. Still not quite at the point that I need them to be, though. Because again, oh god. Now this thing is at 9.1k. Arg.
Technology secured.
Alright, we have some more research that we could do. Do we do the wormhole travel or tachyon sensors? We'll do wormhole travel. Because we do have one wormhole in our territory right now.
Construction complete. Star system charted.
Oh, I'm at 5,000 alloy now. I didn't even pay attention to that happening. Okay, let's start work on this habitat here. Oh, I probably should have read through that. Did I just lose a scientist? Oh no, I still have her. The missing members of the ISS Hephaestos crew, thought lost of the dimensional rift, have reappeared. They hailed us from abroad as aboard an unknown vessel, not entirely dissimilar to our own science ships, idling close to where the ISS Hephaestos originally experienced a dimensional disturbance. They claim to remember nothing of their time outside our dimension, aside from a vague awareness of having been away for some time. They wish for nothing but to return to service under Science Officer Mania Cominius and intend to surrender their ship to human authorities. Very well. We gain a science ship, called the other science ship. Super Vault Boy says, I was playing 7 Days to Die. Hard mode? Ooh. Ease. I can imagine if you went offline there, you'd probably be like, screw this. I tested out like 7 Days to Die like a while ago. Like by a while ago, I mean like a long while ago, and I could never really get into it. But I imagine probably quite a bit has changed in the game since the last time I tried. Welcome back, Pickle Mike. Nothing too eventful yet. I've just been building up my fleet. But these fanatical purifiers have been building up their stuff. Their starport now is at like 9.1k.
Construction.
Alpha Strain says the graphics haven't changed. Oh god. Although in a way, I guess that's kind of all right. I mean, you know, you can take simple graphics and make it work. To an extent, at least. Down the drain. The readings that originate from a small metal pod. Science Officer Marcellus Servilis has determined it to be a lifeboat of ancient and alien make. Evidently caught on the outskirts of the black hole's gravity well eons ago, at an angle just short of a slingshot maneuver. Whether this was the intent or happenstance is difficult to judge, and the pod's automated thrusters have been fighting its descent to the event horizon ever since. It is now too close to the horizon to salvage. Marcellus Servilis' report ends abruptly, and the crew of the ISS Polemius Civilius communicate that the science officer appears shaken and deeply troubled by the tragic fate of the lifeboat. So Pickle Mike wants to see the fleet. Let's zoom in there. So this is the fleet. We can actually take off the UI there. Hard to get a real good look at them though. But let's see, we have one little random kind of like pirate frigate that we got from one of our events. We have 4 cruisers in the fleet, 10 destroyers, and 10 corvettes in the fleet. The corvettes are... here they are. These are the little corvettes. So they have 4.7k military power. It's decent enough, but not enough for what we need. Well, a mega corporation wants to do a non-aggression pact with us. I suppose we can accept that. Ooh, we can research particle lances now. You know what? I'll do that because that'll be useful for our battleships. No fighters yet, Pickle Mike. I actually haven't even started the research for fighters yet.
Construction complete.
And sure, Super Vault Boy, you can tell me what sort of survival games you play. Alpha Strain onto it says, it was a good idea, but the game just doesn't shake any interest in me. Unity Engine PC games, for the most part, are not very well done. I have yet to see one succeed entirely. Is Kerbal Space Program on the Unity Engine now? I want to say they are, but I can't say for certain. Can you build 2 resource silos on one thing? You cannot. Okay. I guess in a way that makes sense. Let's go with the diplomacy screen here, because then we can further reduce our market fee. Alpha says, yes, it's Unity. Okay. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of that's really... I mean, and I don't think it was initially Unity. I think they switched over to Unity after some time or whatever.
Star system charted.
Pickle Mike, you haven't had any luck yet using your Unreal 4 engine development kit thing?
Star system charted.
These guys still aren't at 50 population yet. Come on, people. You need to, like, start breeding. Oh, really?
Anomaly found.
So if I have a non-aggression pact with someone, I can't actually set up a branch office with them. Or... no, it's because I have a truce because the non-aggression pact was broken. Okay. Well, that sucks. Oh, well, you want to close your borders with me? Okay, I'll close my borders with you. Wherever you are, little droid people. Tecarus. I don't even know where these people are. They have one little thing there. Irabot grid. Oh, here they are. Declare rivalry. Alpha Strain says, understandable. The game is kind of simplistic though. Could be played on a phone. Take Subnautica, for example. Unity engine looks great, but has massive lag issues in a lot of places and crashes quite a bit still. It's not the developer's fault. Unity is flawed for PC games and kind of limited. Yeah, I admit I really haven't looked into it too much. I think one point I did download some kind of development kit for Unity, thinking about trying to make something, but never really went very far with it. Alright, let's check on my technology research. I think as soon as this particle lance is done, we'll start building some battleships. Pickle Mike says they should add more galaxies and have you jump between them.
Receiving communications.
I won't exactly rule it out. Do I enter a defensive pact with these guys? It could be trouble if we got into a war. And they're kind of far away. Just gonna close it for now. I'm not gonna decline it because then they'll... oh, and they're inferior too? No, I'm not gonna form a defensive pact with them. No, they're shutting down my branch offices. Bastards. Pickle Mike says Unity is good for starters. It's simple enough for beginners to know the basics. I suppose. Alpha Strain says there is only one game on Unity I'm looking forward to, and hoping that it'll be as smooth as their gameplay trailers make it look. It's a horror game called GTFO. I admit I'm not big on horror games.
Receiving
I'm not
communications.
big on horror movies either.
Star system charted.
And Super Vault Boy, that's a
Complete.
good selection of survival games. I admit I don't play any of those. Not regularly anyways. I think I tried out DayZ and I tried out 7 Days to Die, and that's about it. Alright, let's see. I can build one more district here. I have a decent amount of housing. Let's upgrade one commercial zone. And do an energy grid? We could do that.
Star system charted. Technology secured.
Pickle Mix says, I know of a game that took off that had the Unity engine. It's called Cuphead. Oh, was that on Unity? I didn't even know it was.
Construction complete.
And Alpha Strain says, don't get me wrong, Unity is great, like he said, for beginners in phone games. I will, hands down, give them the phone games thumbs up, 100%, but let EA, Unreal, and Crytek have PC. Never played Cuphead. Super Vault Boy asks, what level am I on Steam? Good question. I'm not entirely sure.
Receiving
Level 10. You're not getting a non-aggression pact with me now, you bastards. Why am I still at truce with them? Independence guaranteed. 2286. Okay, almost. And Super Vault Boy says I'm at level 10. I think level 10 is the max you can get on Steam. Actually, you know what? I probably should go Tachyon sensors there. Pickle Mike says I don't like EA and I'm getting to a point where I'm disliking Bethesda. Yeah. We were talking about this, what, yesterday? You know, I had hopes that EA would try and improve themselves, but... Oh, and my Tachyon Lance is finished. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, I had hopes that EA would improve themselves, and just like I have hopes that Bethesda will improve themselves, but right now it's not looking too good. Alright, so we're building our battleship here. It's going to have a spinal particle lance mount. And what should we do? Well, let's see. The particle lance is not as good against shields. So let's go ahead and put some rail guns there, and then we'll do a proton launcher in the back. Oh, Alpha Strain says I'm level 12 on Steam. Okay, well then I guess it goes above level 10. And yeah, I mean, they've really gone down the drain since Battlefront 2, but it was before that as well. Super Vault Boy says you can go way more than level 10. My friend is level 67. How the hell do you get level 67 on Steam? Do you like buy a game every time there's a Steam sale or something? Alright, we got our battleship design finished. Now we'll go to Fleet Manager and add the design in. We can afford 2 battleships. We'll do 1 more cruiser. Alright, 3381. Got enough to afford that.
Receiving communications.
Alpha Strain says you get experience for collecting cards and achievements on Steam. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just like Just like you, Alpha Strain, I don't really go achievement hunting.
Star system charted.
The only time I ever really went achievement hunting, and I didn't even completely finish it, was on my PS4, and I did it for Diablo and Skyrim. Those are the only two games that I kind of came close to. Alright, I can establish branch offices again. Good. Do it. Do it. Branch offices all over the place.
Receiving communications.
Uh-oh, who died here? No, I died random, or I lost a random scientist, dude. Oh well. Oh, that's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay. Well, let's further increase our fleet command limit.
Receiving communications.
Oh, we lost another scientist. They're dropping like flies.
Technology secured.
One bit of good news is we can finally build a citadel. That'll help increase our defense around here. Pickle Mike, as far as from what I've seen of the new 76 update, they nerfed a couple things. Haven't seen anything. I mean, it's good that they finally added push to talk. But other than that, yeah,
System charted.
Nothing too special. And Super Vault Boy, if you want to add me on Steam, just add Newbie Plays, and I think I'm the only one that's on there. The only Newbie Plays on there. Alright, let's increase our trade value. That might help us out. Bring in, trade value might help us bring in more credits, that sort of thing.
Technology secured.
Yeah, Pickle Mike, they did nerf, you no longer get experience from doing workshop stuff. Public workshop building. They also nerfed the amount of 308 ammo that comes from creatures. So now it's limited, the max is like 6 instead of like 12. Pickle Mike says, let me guess. To the workshops, I fucking do it. No, Star People. You had your chance for a non-aggression pact and you ruined it. How strong are they, by the way? They're pathetic? Okay, that's good. Stay pathetic.
Receiving communications.
Yeah, Super Vault Boy, you can tell me yours and I'll add you.
Star system charted.
Pickle Mike wants me to exterminate the Star People.
Receiving communications.
I could offer them subsidiary status, and if they refuse, I could just go out and take over. It's definitely a possibility. Though if I'm planning anything like that, I probably should upgrade this starport here. These Techris people,
Receiving communications.
with them, I'd only look to destroy them because they're machines.
Construction complete. Technology secured.
Trying to decide, let's go for the energy credits.
Star system charted. Construction complete.
Alright, Super Vault Boy, I sent you a invite on Steam.
Star system charted.
Just don't abuse it.
Star system charted.
Alright, let's buy some alloys here. So I can upgrade my fleet more. And you know what, let's hold a moment. Let's look at our ship designs. See if there's anything here that we should change out. I think we should probably change that to the autocannon. Probably go for the plasma accelerators as well. For the destroyer, using disruptors. You know what, I'll keep it at the disruptors. Because I think disruptors will work pretty well if we're going up against corvettes. Because it has 100% accuracy. They don't do a lot of damage overall, but they may not necessarily have to. Cruisers. Cruisers, I probably don't want them to use disruptors, so I'll set them plasma accelerators and railguns. And do I stay with the even setting of... Well, let's see. Let's do more afterburners for the cruiser. How's the destroyer looking? Add afterburners for the destroyer as well. I generally like having fast ships. Oh, it also adds evasion as well.
Receiving
All right,
communications.
2589. Expensive, but we can afford it. So our current attack damage is 7, or our military power for our attack fleet is 7.9k. Let's see if these upgrades help or hurt. Pickle Mike says, no, enslave their kind and make them build a super weapon. And when we finish it, use it against them. It's like them digging their own graves.
Receiving communications.
So horrible, Pickle Mike, so horrible.
Technology secured.
Pickle Mike asks, what's the max for attack?
Receiving communications.
Quite a bit. Like, you can have fleets that are well over 100,000 in attack value and all that. Because when you reach the end of the research tree, you get into things that affect, like, attack speed and attack damage and that sort of thing by 10%. And those just continue on, I think, indefinitely? Or certainly for a while. Alright, Alpha Centauri can do more stuff here.
Receiving communications. Technology.
Pick my guess. How many fleets do I have now? Right now, I just have 2 fleets. I have 1 fleet that's doing some patrols to keep the pirate threats in check, and then I also have my main attack fleet.
Star system charted. Technology secured. Star system charted.
Also looking through this real quick. No, I can't do anything. All of these places are just at like 25 or something pops. Can I put a place on their home world again? Nope, the local authorities recently closed our branch office. Drat.
Vessels upgraded.
Oh, I can establish one here now. Excellent. We'll do a smuggler's port. And what else do we want to do? Underground Clubs produces 10 in energy. You know what, let's go ahead and do that actually.
Star system charted. Technology secured.
Pick Mike says if you get to make a fleet from any ship from the Star Wars universe using with a max of 10 ships, what would you have it be? I'd have 10 eclipses. Well, that's just kind of cheating there a little bit. I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying it is kind of cheating, you know. Because it's all just big, massive ships that, you know, have super lasers on them.
Anomaly found.
Well, apparently I pissed off the Star people. So we're going to have to close our borders with them now, too. Not going to declare rivalry with them. I don't think I can because I think they're too weak. Oh, I can only have 3 rivals at the same time. That's why. Alright, what are we missing? We need volatile motes again.
Construction.
Big Mike says fucking declare war.
Star system charted.
Well, I suppose I could probably declare war on them, and it might actually work out alright. Because their defenses are much less than what these little fanatical purifiers are.
Technology secured.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to declare a ship for myself here. So let's call this... What do I want to call my big ship here? How about the... We'll call it the Pyramid. It's always been one of the names I've used for my ships. Super Vault Boy, I'm probably going to be streaming for another about 30 minutes. Alright, now our market fee is down quite a bit. That'll be good. What do I do here? I have this Ministry of Production. Metallurgists and artisans produce 15% more. Metallurgists are alloy, and artisans are the ones that do the consumer goods. And Super Vault Boy, I stream on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So I'll be streaming tomorrow night at midnight Central Time. Pickle Mike asks, are we going to do it like in Warhammer, where we can customize our ships? I might do that once I fill out the tech tree a little bit more. We might be close to doing that. Where we can do that, I think. Because they have most of it done. Yeah, I think we'll do this Ministry of Production. That'll be useful for the war effort.
Star system charted.
Found more aliens.
Recon and research vessel under attack.
No, we lost our little research vessel. Oh well. And I'm happy you're enjoying Super Vault Boy. I know Stellaris can be a little bit of a weird game at times, but I find it rather enjoyable. Alright, so they are going out to build Tampere Starbase. Wherever that's at.
Special project complete.
Now, of course, if I am preparing to go to war, I probably should start building up an army here. So let's do recruit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I generally like to recruit like 10 units of an army.
Technology secured.
Uh-oh, my minerals are
Star system
suddenly not looking so good. Well, how's Alpha Centauri doing?
construction complete.
They can probably produce some more minerals, I think, for us. And Pickle Mike says 11 more days until the Vader fan film comes out. Interesting. Alright, let's check with these Genosian guys. If I was to declare war, they don't have any defensive pacts with anyone, so that's good. So let's offer them subsidiary status. It failed, and they've completed construction of a gateway in the Fenjantris system. Interesting. Alright, next part. Declare war. Oh, we must close our branch offices on their planets before we can declare war on them. Really? Oh, that kind of sucks. Fine. That doesn't make any sense, though. You should totally be able to keep your branch offices open, especially as a criminal syndicate, to go and declare war. Make subsidiary. Declare war.
War to safeguard our interests.
Alright, let's send out our attack fleet. So Pickle Mike.
Construction complete.
And Super Vault Boy, I don't think I know anyone called King Noob. Not that I can think of anyways. Yeah, Pickle Mike, there are several different wars that you can declare. With different sort of casus belli, kind of like in Crusader Kings. So different, like, objectives, pretty much, for the war. In this case, we are doing a war of subjugation, pretty much. Alright, another little place that I can build here. Volatile moat, so chemical plant is what we want to build there.
Attacking enemy assets. Star system charted.
Pickle Mike, when it comes to wars in Stellaris, you don't have to fully exterminate them, but you do have to take over quite a bit of their territory.
Attacking enemy assets.
Because especially to do like a war of subjugation, you do really have to wipe out most of their fleets and that sort of thing. Ooh, this place does have a 4.6k station. That might be a little difficult to deal with. Alright, let's slow it down here, because we're going to have a little fleet battle. Let's see. Where is your little cruiser here, Pickle Mike? The Grand Pickler. We'll follow it into battle here. And Pickle Mike, you pretty much have to like land troops on most of their planets most of the time, it seems, to really like win against them. At least that's the way it seems most of the time with these wars. So their capital and pretty much any other planet that they have, until you like really beat them down. Oh, is that just a bunch of transport ships? Alright, we'll close up that Starbases thing. Close up civilian ships. We don't really worry about those right now. Let's assign a general here. Pickle Mike says the fucking light bloom on that sun is really strong. Reminds me of Halo with their lights. Well, you know, this is the middle of space. It does get a little bright. Ooh, positronic AI for better research speed, yes.
Star system charted.
So yeah, right now I'm pretty much just sending my fleets all around, taking over systems. Where are they off to? Kongath Station. We have another enemy fleet approaching here, so we're going to go take them out. Ah, they fled, bastards. Well, do I go and attack their citadel there? That might be a good option. Although I'd also like to continue going around taking... let's see what we can... Oh, nope, they are approaching here. They're going to attempt to go to Kongath Station. And I am maxed out on consumer goods, so let's go ahead and sell a whole bunch of those, and I probably sold too much. Son of a... Pickle Mike asks, do they have a cinematic mode to watch battles? Kind of. So what you can do in this game is you can actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and attack the Citadel. You can do Control F9, and you can like double click on a particular ship. We'll do that right now here. So we're entering this system. Let's focus on the battleship here. We'll do Control F9. And then we'll take it out of pause. And then you can kind of watch as your ships go in for the attack. So it's not exactly like the cinematic mode in Empire at War, but it still gives a really nice look overall. Only problem is you can't see how the progression of the battle is going, so let's take a look at that. So this Star Fortress has a lot of health, but we've already bypassed armor and shields on it, and we're actually going quite well against its health. Have we lost any ships yet? We lost one destroyer. I think it's this Class A star. These relatively young white, or bluish-white main sequence stars. Okay, so we lost 2 destroyers here. Good news, though, is once you capture the Star Fortress in a little bit of time, you actually take control of it. Now, you only have it at like about half of its health or half of its power versus what it normally is, but it's still pretty decent. Welcome back, Paul. And you fortunately came back at a probably decent time. We're getting into the more interesting portions as we're currently attacking this nation that has a bunch of starfish people. Alright, this transport fleet is ready to go, so we're going to send them. We're actually going to right-click on our fleet with them. Reason that we're doing that is you generally want transport ships to have some kind of escort with them. They should be relatively fine going through this space around here, because we've taken most of these platforms in that. So we're going to have our transport fleet follow our main fleet. Also, entering orbit of that Star Fortress is letting us repair our ships. Now we can reinforce our fleet as well. Only thing is it's not going to reinforce them from one of the captured stations. It only does it from one of our actual ones. Though the one in Voldox does have a shipyard, so we can probably go ahead and reinforce them. And at 2.8k, I think that should be good enough to deal with most of their fleets that they may send against us. I think I'll just wait for our transport fleet to arrive. And once they arrive, we'll go around and take some of their worlds. Because as far as I can tell, it doesn't look like they're producing any ships from anywhere over here. And that's good. It's going to give us the opportunity that we need.
Construction complete.
Who keeps dying here? No, we lost the governor. Actually, that was an entirely different governor. I think. Right? I guess.
Special project complete. Technology secured. Star system charted. Technology secured.
And since Pickle Mike brought up doing fighters, we'll start work on some basic research for those. Alright, our transport fleet has arrived. Our reinforcements are still gradually coming in, but we shouldn't have to really worry about them, so we'll move in on their main sector now.
Technology secured.
Pickle Mike, the classes of fighters that you have in this game, I think you really only... I mean, you used to have fighters and bombers. Now I think you only really have scouts and fighters. And you have basic fighters, advanced fighters, and the really advanced fighters, or whatever. Alright, so we've wiped out all of their defenses inside the system. We're going to go to orbit their world and begin bombardment. If we look at their armies here, their garrison strength is 509, which is quite a bit. So we're going to be bombarding them for a little while here.
Technology secured.
Improved strikecraft, yes.
Star system charted. Special project complete.
Hey, so each time that you start a game, you have an ancient civilization, kind of like a precursor civilization that you can find. In this case, we've had the Yut as our like precursor civilization that we found. So we have found their home world or their home system or whatever.
Technology secured.
Track it on the map. Now, where is it? Oh, it's like right here. Kind of in a system that we already know, but we didn't actually know. We're gonna bring... Oh, this scientist died. Put you on there. Go survey that system. Now, the good thing about doing these precursor civilization series is
technology secured.
You can't blow them up, Pickle Mike, because they're already blown up. But the good thing about doing this precursor civilization stuff is you'll go to their place, and sometimes you'll find some either... I don't know if you can still find like megastructures there, but you can at the very least find locations that have a lot of resources, that sort of thing. So, and did I get that living metal research? I did. Okay. Pickle Mike says rebuild them, then blow them up. I guess that's a possibility. Alright, how is our bombardment going here? 33% devastation. Their garrison strength is still quite substantial. 460. Again, we only have 253 in our force, so still going to be bombarding for a little bit here. Alright, the Utan system we have found. Let's take a look. It looks like they had some massive, probably like a science nexus at some point here. Looks like it blew up though. And in blowing up, it took out Utan Majoris here. We have confirmed that Utan Majoris was the original homeworld of the Yuts. The planet suffered extensive orbital bombardment roughly 4 million years ago. Twisted metal skeletons are all that remains of the massive arcologies that once covered the surface. From what we can piece together, it seems the Yut spent the better part of 1 million years searching local space in vain for signs of intelligent alien life. When they finally encountered the Jabardini, a young race that had only recently achieved interstellar travel, their alien psychology was a tremendous shock. The Yut leadership reached a consensus. The Jabardini had to be eradicated before they grew too powerful. A massive surprise attack was launched, which was beaten back at great cost for both sides. Despite their young age, the Jabardini were already experimenting with technologies the Yut had never considered, and eventually they gained the upper hand. After less than a decade of warfare, the 2-million-year-old Yut empire was utterly destroyed.
Star system charted.
So that has a lot of connotations to the Rakatan Empire in Star Wars, actually. Because Rakatans were a very advanced civilization.
Technology secured.
And did we get... I don't know if this is a bug, but I've noticed sometimes I end up getting like a hell of a lot of unity from something. Unless maybe we got it from... Maybe we did get it from that event and I just wasn't paying attention. Anyways, though, we have a couple other things that we can look into doing now. We have Master Builders. It'll increase what we can do with our habitats. And we can also research Mega Engineering. That'll eventually lead us to another Ascension perk for building the really big stuff. Or there's also the Arcology Project. The Arcology Project is really good, it just takes a long time to do. So we're gonna go with Master Builders. I mean, Master Builders takes a while too. You know, don't get me wrong, but...
Construction complete.
And the Alpha Centauri habitat here is available to inhabit. So you know what, I think we're gonna do it. Colonize.
Technology secured. Anomaly found.
And how's that bombardment coming along? 54% devastation now. Still at 382 garrison. Now if you look at the war screen over here, we have war exhaustion on both sides. They're currently at 47% war exhaustion, we're at 40%. If we want to achieve our war goals, we're at negative 93% to do that.
Star system charted.
So we still have quite a little bit to do. Hopefully in taking some of these systems we'll get better. Oh, and I have more stuff to buy. Could buy living metal. Though that's very expensive. Let's buy a little bit of food. And we'll buy quite a bit of alloys. And we can probably start to further upgrade our attack fleet here with 2 more battleships. And go for 3 more battleships. Uh-oh. Grey goo. After detailed analysis, Officer Lucia Tetius has discovered that the strange metallic substance coating the surface of Utan 4C in fact comprises of billions upon billions of nanites. These nanites are microscopic, self-replicating micromachines, perhaps created by a past civilization for some unknown purpose. The volume and density of the nanite sludge is remarkable, adding billions of tons of mass to the underlying planet. It would appear these tiny self-replicators entered a state of runaway reproduction at some point in the past, engulfing the planet and everything on it. Well, we gained technology called assembly patterns.
Technology secured.
What does that do for us? Increases planet build speed. Interesting.
Technology secured.
No, a branch office has been closed. Bastards. Alright, which of these do we want to do? Let's do the Gauss cannon.
Special project complete. Star system charted.
Alright, we're working to bring in more battleships to this fleet. We finished exploring the Utan system, and we're getting quite a bit from it. 10 energy, 10 minerals, 13 physics research, 10 society, and 10 engineering, 5 alloys, and 5 exotic gases. So overall, not bad at all. Now, eventually when we go to these... I was hoping, eventually when we go to these other systems... Okay, this one is relatively easy. Magador there will be easy to capture.
Construction complete.
We're really pissing off the people on this planet. Stability is like really low.
Technology secured.
And we have one more thing that we can build on Earth now. What do we end it with? Let's see, we've done a hollow temple. We don't really have to worry about crime.
Construction complete.
Amenities we're doing decent enough with. Food processing. I think if anything, we should probably... Because if I look at my rare resources, I need rare crystals.
Technology secured.
Do I have a crystal plant here? Mineral purification, chemical, synthetic crystal plants. We'll build one of those. Oh, and we've completed our bombardment. So send the fleet down, or the army. And it'll be a quick little occupation, and we're all good to go.
Star system charted. Sphere of influence expanded.
Then we do a pew 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 and take over their station there. And we'll head to Magador, since that should be the easier, or it was the easier one to take. Apparently they caught on to what we've been up to here. Or we just had old information. That's entirely possible as well. Pickle Mike or Super Vault Boy. The Discord is on. It should be in the link that's below here. If you're looking to join the Discord, in the description. I want to do mega engineering, but
Construction.
I think I'll do neutron. Or well, let's do the civilian repli complexes. Even though we're doing really good on consumer goods overall. We'll buy that, then we'll sell a whole bunch of these.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
And suddenly my rare crystals is like really low now. Probably because I built more of those ships. So let's do the synthetic crystal plants here as well. And I'll do another city district for the amenities.
Anomaly found.
Oh yeah, I thought the forest sounded familiar. I just couldn't remember who played it. Even though, Paul, you told me about it, what, yesterday, I think, or the day before? Sometime relatively recently. Alright. Which tree do we go into next here? Probably Supremacy, I would think, would be our next best option. It'll help us in war and all that. Yeah, I know it wasn't too long ago, Paul. Although I did forget about it.
Construction complete. Star system charted.
I don't think I can, no, because I'm pacifist, I don't think I can change my orbital bombardment preference. So we do have to avoid civilian casualties as much as we may not necessarily like that.
Technology secured.
Oh yeah, one thing that I just remembered is the AI does not make the same amount of use of strongholds in this patch as they used to, which means that I could probably actually go around and take the rest of these systems and their relevant star bases and that sort of thing. So as soon as we take Magador here, which is now open to us, we'll go ahead and do that.
Planetary invasion commenced. Construction complete.
And that way we don't have to worry about them producing any more ships.
Star system charted.
Plus, I think we'll get a little bit better occupation going.
Technology secured.
Occupation score going for us. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that before we take any more planets. And hopefully that will push it enough. I hope anyways. We'll see though.
Construction complete. Star system charted.
Paul says I'm listening to the nice background music. At least you got something you can enjoy there, Paul. Even if you can't necessarily see all of what's going on.
Secured. Construction complete.
Pickle Mike, Super Vault Boy, thanks for stopping in. I will catch you all later. Yeah, this is actually probably getting close to the point where I should end it, but I want to end this war first before I end it today. Just because I want to be complete with it. And I think we can do it relatively quickly, I hope. At least that's what I'm telling myself. When did they set up this massive thing here? Bastards. Expanding out where I couldn't see them.
Star system charted. Technology secured.
And a lot of people are working on gateways apparently. Must be the thing to do. Well, thank you, Paul, for sticking around. Yeah, right now I'm just sending out my little attack fleet. They're wiping out all of these smaller star bases, which is hopefully increasing my occupation score a little bit. Because right now I'm at negative 38 acceptance on achieving our war goals. So hopefully if I can occupy a few more systems, I'll push it over the edge for us to take it. And I need food. Buy a little food. Buy a little minerals. Or a lot of minerals.
Star system charted.
We've lost only 2 corvettes so far in this latest set of battles, which is doing relatively decently. Corvettes you generally expect to lose at some point through the various battles.
Technology secured.
25 acceptance. We're almost there. Although that's fortunate that it looks like we're not going to have to go through and take every single planet of theirs. Because sometimes it seems like you do have to do like almost that much.
Construction.
Which is a bit ridiculous at times. Because in one of my multiplayer games that I did with Merrick the other day, in one of the wars that I did, I had to go around and take every system that one person had. And because they were allied to another person, I had to then run around and get to that ally and wipe out all of their systems. It was a very long time of working to win that little war there. Paul says, I noticed that you always end your stream with a message for future viewers. Doesn't apply to just me watching. It's alright, Paul. It's alright.
Star system charge.
Always got to keep in mind the future viewers, including yourself sometimes. Because you've mentioned sometimes you do go out and view some of the previous streams again to see, you know, what you missed, that sort of thing.
Attacking enemy vessels.
Paul says, yeah, I imagine it takes a while to take a bunch of systems. Oh yeah,
Technology
it gets to be a little bit of a pain, but it is the nature of the game, though. Oh, and I should probably slow this down for a moment, and having better hyperdrive would definitely help with all of this too. You know what, let's do create resort world. That would be a good thing. Okay, so I have to figure out what I want to do with all of this stuff here. I'm kind of getting almost to the point where I'm maxed out on alloys. I'll do that, and then I can sell that. And let's buy some food as well. Just buy 5,000 food for the time being. Now, do we want ship fire rate? Oh, ship fire rate and orbital bombardment damage. Yes, we do want that. Even though I'm hoping that we won't have to bombard any more ships. Oh, the primitive aliens on K-Hines 4 have recently advanced beyond the Neolithic era and into the equivalent of an early Bronze Age. They have started using metalworking, and the first written languages have appeared. Cities and larger communities are taking shape, and the aliens have now spread across a significant portion of the surface. We are witnessing the birth of a new culture. So those are the guys we set up an observation post with earlier. They're the guys that built some kind of super weapon or something and decided, oh no, particle accelerator, and then they decided to resort back to primitive ways. So what kind of populations do they have? The Saigan are a bunch of jellyfish people, pretty much. Alright, so we're at 100% war exhaustion, but it's not quite enough to achieve our war goals. So you have to occupy a few more systems. And hopefully that will push it over the edge. And I'm hoping I won't have to go and attack that Tampier station because at what, 5,000? Yeah, 5,000 military power. We can take it, it's just going to hurt a bit doing it, so. And I think it's probably also getting to the point where I need to find a world to turn into a mining world. And I think this Patrigor B will be a good place to do it. So let's build a mining ship there. And we'll get them set off to do that pretty soon. And Earth now has 80 pops to upgrade to a system capital complex. And let's see, what does that system capital complex do? 10 housing versus 8 housing, 10 amenities versus 8, and 5 executive jobs and 3 enforcer jobs versus 3 executive and 2 enforcer. So a few more jobs, not too bad.
Technology secured.
And another scientist has died. Oh, this was the one that was doing research at Earth. Whoops.
Star system charted.
There we go. Our war with the Ganosian Alliance has ended due to them being vassalized or annexed by Infinity Enterprises. Alright, so they are now our subsidiary under Infinity Enterprises. So that's going to increase the amount of energy that we bring in per month. And we'll also be able to bring them into wars with us as well. Of course, as we saw in all of that, they weren't really too powerful. But, well, we'll be able to do something with that in time. Now, these guys over here want to declare rivalry, but we can't because we're already maxed out on rivalry. Were we rivals with these guys? No, I don't think we were. Alright, well, folks, that is going to be it here for today. We've finally got our first subsidiary. Still have a lot of work to do. I think, well, let's see. We have this Stellaris hub. They're a possibility. Although they are in a defensive pact with the star realm of Raxicodium Primum. So that's something we got to keep in mind as well. We do still have these fanatic purifiers that we could take care of as well. Something to consider. But, yeah, we'll see what happens in the next episode, which will be tomorrow at midnight Central Time. So, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon so you stay notified on all of my streams and videos. And Paul, since you are still here, thank you for watching as well. Alright folks, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.